Good morning. It's almost 10 o'clock, I think, and it's hot, humid, ridiculously hot. So I'm going to make this quick. Okay, for the newcomers, yes, my husband's out there scraping down the dirt and soil, so it looks a little more, it'll be easier to, when it rains, it'll be easier to, whatchamacallit. It won't have so many clumps in there is what I'm trying to say. My potting shed, this is where I do my seeding in the spring. And some things do get put inside, like the lisianthus, because I want to keep a good watch on it. But for the most part, I have shelving in here. I worked to get it so it wasn't so lopsided. I got it pretty much level. This needs to be leveled up, but I have heating mats, and I also have a heater in here, and I have a thermostat up here, so which is hooked up to my thermostat in the house on top of the stove, so I can know what the degree is in here. How cold is it? How warm is it? But right now I don't have any plants, well, except these ever-growing vines of sweet potatoes. But I'm not going to do anything with them. My sweet potatoes are already out in the garden. So this is like my nursery. So, and I did have a greenhouse. I still have a frame of a greenhouse, and I'll probably get this replaced. I think I'll just have some, you know what, it's not too much far off from buying a whole brand new one, but I'm not going to have my husband take it all out, the frame out. We're just going to use the cover to cover it again, and hopefully next year the wind won't tear it apart. So anyway, this is where everything gets acclimated. Once I have the cover on it, I can put it out here from the nursery and acclimate it. It stays a bit warmer than outside, and that way it can get used to the outdoors. So I have had for 3 years fought weeds in this place. The weeds are just tremendous. They're hard to pull. They're, you know, when we get heavy rains, I try to get out here and pull them. I had them pulled 2 or 3 times, and they just keep coming back, and I'm done with it. I'm done putting it in the ground like this. I try putting plastic in the middle, and that works in the middle, but it doesn't, you know, you can't put the plastic clear up to the plant because it might get too hot. But anyway, I did experiment with this plastic, and it works like a dream. These are Brussels sprouts, and they won't be picked until about December. I'm hoping that they survive, and they should. This is my hope right here, to have some Brussels sprouts this year. I have cucumbers and pickles, and they have a lot of flowers on them, so I'm hoping I have some, we can get some of them. And then the sweet potatoes, I'll dig them up this fall, and we'll have a few sweet potatoes. I do have one bell pepper, and it's growing every day. And I do have some tomatoes, but they don't look so great. With all the torrential rain we had, and them sitting in water, I need to put better fertilizer on it. I think that it stripped the nutrition from them. because they're just not doing well at all. I'm not too worried. I have carrots. I'm hoping the carrots will do well. The other day I was digging up the rest of the potatoes to see if there's any more potatoes in that row past the beans. And I noticed I got about 8 to 12 inches down, and it was like hitting a brick wall. And I'm like, that's why my plants can't grow. That's why my veggies can't grow very well, because it's like cement underneath. So what I did, I got me rolls. I got some rolls of black plastic. And I have 3 of these. It'll do me just fine. They are 10 foot by 25 foot. And I might have to clip a little bit, but this garden is basically 25 by 25. So I've got 3, and that would make it 25 long and 30 wide. So anyway, this should take care of it. And I'm gonna just put it down with my garden staples. Once it's all harvested, nothing is in there, we'll go over it. My husband will plow it, and plow it as deep as he can. And then I'll put preen. I'm going to use preen on it as well. Preen is a product that when you put it down, it will not let the seeds sprout. So it's and you know what? I forgot to put that on there. I put it on last fall. I usually do it in December, late December, before it gets too cold. I put the preen down, and that lasts 3 months, February, March, April, May. So it should kill most of the weeds, right? No. Not with seed coming off the field, not the seed that's coming from wherever or whatever's been growing in there for years and years. So, and I didn't put the preen down after I put my stuff in. I put seed in for the carrots, and I think that's all I really seeded out here was the carrots. Oh, and some lettuce and spinach, which didn't make it. It just gets so windy here too. So I wait until the winds kind of die down and I can feel like I can put something in without them being twisted around each other. So just imagine everything is out of here. I've got the preen on it, and my husband is plowing it and then tilling it, and I put that plastic down all over it. It cannot grow any weeds. And we're going to pick a spot for 5 raised beds. And I know the plastic will be underneath it, but I'm going to cut out the plastic because the raised beds are 8 foot by 4 foot by 2 foot down. That'll give them 2 feet will give them plenty of root growth. I think it'll be so much better. So, and we will place them probably right around in here where these Brussels sprouts are and the tomatoes. There'll be 5. And I'm also going to have covers for them. so I can, I got plenty of netting and plant cover, and I can do that when it gets so hot like this. It's just, you know, you want to water, but you can't water in the day. I try to do it at night, and some people say morning is better, but if the water gets onto your leaves or whatever, or wet, this is what happens. But in our raised beds, we will be putting drip line. So it will always be just the soil that gets wet. So that's what's exciting for me. I'm so happy. I was always one of those people that, no, I want to put it in the ground. I want to get down on my hands and knees and I want to put it in the ground, you know, but there comes the time when it's just unbearable. It disturbs me to see all these weeds in my garden, and I can't keep up with it. And I'm getting older. The older I get, every year it gets a little bit harder, you know, and I forget. I forget my trials and errors from last year or the year before. So I need to start writing them down and make sure. So anyway, this is what I have, and this is what I'm planning on to do. When the heat wave is a little bit nicer and is gone, I know that, next week, I think, it's supposed to get down in the 70s and the 60s in the evening, and that'll cool it off, so the mornings will be pretty nice. And I will build one of these. I may have to have my husband's help, but I do want to get one built and see how they are so I can make a review and see if they're going to work for us. I have every expectation that they're going to be a game changer for me. And then once I'm done with the veggies and it gets settled in, I got all the dirt and soil and stuff I need for the raised beds, which is going to take a lot. And because we're talking 8 foot by 4 foot, 2 foot down, you know, it'll take a lot of dirt. And when I did forget to finish what I was going to do when I put the plastic down, and then I get one of my raised beds built over here, I'll cut out that plastic and put cardboard down at the bottom. So that will help that will help with the weeds as well. And the cardboard will compost a lot quicker than plastic will. I'd rather use the cardboard than the plastic. So that's what, and then I'll go ahead, I'll put compost in the bottom, and then get some topsoil, and then some like potting soil. And let's see, this is going to get it too. I haven't picked out, I haven't decided which ones I want, but I want maybe 1 or 2 really cute, maybe a dark gray or a mid gray in here in front of the house for these flowers, because they get weedy too. I'm trying to limit myself on what I can and can't do. I love a larger garden. I love my flowers, but I want it to look nice too. So I'll probably end up getting a couple of really nice looking beds raised beds for some flowers as well. These sunflowers, I'll probably let them grow again. They're so pretty when they get tall and very vibrant, very pretty. And I have some perennials here. These are annuals, the Berber daisies, but I may change all my flowers as well, and maybe put these back in the shaded place, because these just burned up, man. They grow back. Yeah, they'll grow back, no problem. But it just looks sad, very sad. And this tree will grow up. This Japanese maple will grow up, and I think it'll be like really pretty. But this will have plastic on it as well. Black plastic. And I am not using the landscape cover, because it still lets sunshine in, so therefore the weeds still grow. I'm always reaching underneath it to pull the weeds, and it may not be everywhere, but where we are, our weeds are so prominent and so so crazy, so many, so much, that the landscape cover might work for you in your area, where your weeds aren't near as bad as what ours are. Ours are just relentless. Relentless. So that's my two big projects coming up. And it should be a lot of fun, maybe a little aggravation building those beds, but I think it's going to be a load off my back and my hands. Isn't this so pretty? I love this. Next year I'm going to get a couple more of these to put in, because I just think that's so pretty with the orange. And these are my chrysanthemums, and they're doing really well, and I'll have a place for them. I may try putting them back up here where the hibiscus were. I took my hibiscus out because I think the sun was just too much for them. I'm going to get dusted. My husband's always commenting, every time I do something or go on the other side of the house, you follow and come in. And so we'll wait a little bit. Let's watch them. We all get, anyone who loves to garden, we get so anxious and can't wait till spring, or can't wait till February, March, where you start seeding everything and taking care of it, making sure it's got what it needs. The temperature controls, to watering, to the fertilizer, and we take good care of them like they're like they're my kids. But and then to have a garden that just won't produce, it's not producing much at all, is really heartbreaking. So this is what I gotta do. I have to get the raised beds and get them in place. And I think I will have a lot better veggies, and I won't be fretting over all the weeds. My lisianthuses are growing. I hope they are pretty. Oh, this one, they're trying to bloom out. There's one, and remember, this was full of water, so if they look a little off, that's why. but they are blooming. How about that? Yeah, and these are my dahlias that I usually put in the ground, but it was standing water and it rotted 3 of my dahlias tubers. So I had to throw them away, and I scrimmaged up 3 that was left at Menards and otherwise, and Walmart, where I could get some dinner plates, and I hope they do. I hope they grow and get big. I think they will. We still have a long way to go. We still have August, September, October, some of those months when it cools down really nice at night. The plants and flowers do so much better. All right, Dusty. He's ornery sometimes. I think he does it on purpose. Oh well. Not like I ain't getting a shower tonight, so shower me with dirt. I can watch it go down in the shower. I don't think these are, oh, maybe they will, but these there was standing water all around this well too. So these kind of got a little rot on them, but I left them to see. A couple did come out real pretty, but not like they should have. Okay, my volunteer petunias are looking very pretty. They're taking over. And then the super petunias in there, I know probably need watered, so I'll probably need to water. Oh, I do need to water because my mandevilla that I winterized over last winter, I kept it from last year. It's got buds on it. So, see here. I bet. Yeah. See how hot it is though. Ooh-wee. That is hot. Hot, hot. There, it's cooling off. Should have put it in a little bit bigger container so it could stay wet longer. I'm going to see how this wash bin is. I hope it's at least got a little bit of wet on it. It's hard. I don't know. I'll put a little bit in there. That will help me a ton. A lot. This was just one plant, one super petunia. I'm pretty sure. It was just one. And it grew and grew and grew and grew. I'm gonna let that sit here and let it, because it's got a lot, this bin is rusted underneath, so it won't stand in water much. The daisies are coming out. I don't know which ones are perennial and what ones are annual, but we'll see next year when they start growing. All right. My little angel reading the Bible. Yep, it looks like it is doing good because it's water coming out the bottom. Okay. These petunias are pretty resilient too. Oops. This is verbena. It's dying off, but then it'll come back. Okay. I think I got enough water in here. And I'm going to need to come back and water my garden out there. I need to take my little tool and see if it's wet out there. It'll tell me if it's wet or dry. Because sometimes it's misleading when it's so dry on top. So I'm sure it's probably dry because this heat has been awful. Right, Simba, my pretty little tuxedo kitty. Hi, Simba. Can you say hello? Yes, it's hot, isn't it? Yes, it is. You want to go in? I don't know if it's open here. I don't think it is. Maybe. Nope, it's locked, baby. Let's go around. Let's go around here. Let's go around here. Okay? Kitties are even hot. This turned out so pretty, I think. I love it. These better get some buds on them. I think they will by when it cools off a little bit. I think it will. These came back to life and they feel dry again. Good grief. Okay, girls and boys, you want to go inside? All right, you guys, that's it for today. I'll get started on some things once the weather breaks a little bit. It's just very hot. Really, really hot. You will have a wonderful day. Enjoy your weekend. And I will see you next week. Have a great day. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye. Don't remember, Regina's plot. I appreciate you all.